Hello everyone. Talking Avatar, AI LipSync are going wild. We have a new AI framework to animate video's character LipSync by using just voice audio. And the result is pretty nice. Whether you are doing AI influencers or AI movies, this is a very good solution for your AI character. Before we start the tutorial, let's check out some results first.
In a world where words fail, music speaks. And today, I'll let my lips do the talking. Every beat, every word, every moment. This is my story. Can you feel it? They said I couldn't do it.
This model is wild! Now, the latest AI audio lip-syncing framework is called Latent Sync. It's coming from ByteDance, and it's using the Whisper Tiny models to create the mouth animations. As you can see, this framework diagram shows the masked areas only focusing on the lip-syncing, where it just animates the mouth movement of the character. It uses a Whisper encoder-decoder to animate the movement that's synchronized with the audio itself. So, here are some examples. If you scroll down on this GitHub project page, their open source plan has already released all the code and checkpoint models, as well as the data processing pipeline. And here are some other examples that I did using previous AI videos that I generated in Clean AI, where the models are for trying on outfits.
And today, I'll let my lips do the talking. Every beat, every word, every moment. This is my story. Can you feel it? They said I couldn't do it. But here I am, proving them wrong. This is my moment, and I'm owning it.
I animated this pretty smoothly. I didn't do any refiner. So how do I do that? It's using the ComfyUI Latent Sync wrapper. This is just newly released, like 13 hours ago. I'm not sure if this is legit or any safe custom node yet, but I'm able to make it work on my local machine, and there's no problem at all at this moment. So by the way, this framework is pretty easy to use in the ComfyUI workflow. Basically, you can install it in the ComfyUI manager, where you click Install, or you can go through the steps on the GitHub page using ComfyUI and Python 3.8 to 3.11 versions, because 3.12 or above doesn't support the MediaPipe framework for animations and face detection. And FFmpeg has to be installed, of course. Then if you scroll down here, we start to clone the GitHub project page, the project itself, and then do the pip install for the required dependencies. So, all the required dependency lists in here are very clear, very laser-focused on which things you need and are required to run these custom nodes. For the model setup part, we're going to download two files from the Hugging Face model page. First of all, we can download them automatically from the custom nodes the first time it runs, or you can manually download them on the Hugging Face page, where you go to the Latent Sync model weights page, then download the files of the Latent Sync UNet and the Whisper Tiny model files. It's not saved in the model checkpoint subfolder. This author designed it to save in the custom node's Latent Sync subfolder and the checkpoint folder inside of that. So, on the Latent Sync Hugging Face page, you're going to scroll to the Latent Sync file versions and download the Latent Sync UNet and the Latent Sync files for that. And also go inside the Whisper subfolder. You can see that the subfolder has the custom AI models for that. And once you finish downloading that, you can get started with the installation of the required dependencies. So right here I've got my screen recording of how I do the required dependencies. You go to the subfolder of the custom nodes, and then right here you type pip install requirements.txt. Now for some people who are using the ComfyUI portable versions for Windows, you're going to type it differently. If you scroll down here, you can see I have the MediaPipe framework downloaded. This is for the face detection. It's open source, so it's allowed to use for everyone. So this model or AI framework for lip syncing is safe. It's not using the Insight Face framework for face detection. So here, I'll start my ComfyUI. I go to the main.py file, and then it kickstarts my ComfyUI here. So once you go to ComfyUI, you go to this menu, right-click your mouse, you have your menu here, and you see the Latent Sync nodes. Now this one is for outputting the result, and you have the video length adjuster. These are the input nodes for image and audio for images. That means this is from the video's input video frames. So, frame by frame, it will analyze how the audio is synchronized on each frame, and it will adjust your character's lip movement how it's going to animate at that specific moment, synchronized with the audio. So in order to do that, we're going to connect the load video node and connect the image output point. And then we have the load audio that's coming by default in ComfyUI. You can just search for this, and then the output images are going to go to the video combine, where we're going to save the format into MP4. Also, I don't need to save all the metadata and output files because it's just for testing. And here I have the demo video of the woman sitting on the beach. Let's try something easy first. So for the first example here, I'm going to use this very slow motion where the head is turning. Even when the head is turning and moving, it's able to create the lip syncing animations. But before that, make sure you have downloaded the model files. And once again, you go to the custom nodes subfolder. You click into the checkpoint folder, and you've got to download this latent UNet, create a subfolder called Whisper, and download the Whisper tiny models. So once you have those two files, just run the ComfyUI workflow. The first time it runs, it will start to download the other minor libraries and minor model files, which are compulsory. So let it do its job, and then wait for a while. It will start running like this. In the command prompt window, you will see it display how many frames it's animating for the face transforming and how many samplings for the frames it's doing in this process. So here's a 1-second animation for the example. As you can see, let's bring up the two videos, input and output. Here you see this is pretty nice. The mouth movement of the woman, nothing is moving from the input, and we get the mouth talking in the output video. The smoothness of that looks okay. It can't be perfect, but at least this is, so far, the smoothest motion for mouth lip syncing that I've seen in open source. So, coming back here, let's make it a little bit longer video length. I set it to 150. So, in the command prompt window, we see the 150 frames animated, and here's the output of that. As you can see, this lip syncing is pretty nice. Even if I zoom into the video output here, we don't have any flickering on the mouth and face area where it's actually stitching
Your
the
dark
part of
arts
the
are no
mouth
match
masking
for my
area.
righteous fury.
Pretty nice in this AI framework. So let's try another example here where I have a longer length video where we can do animations for about like 22 seconds. That will be better. I can just run this 22-second audio with just one generation in ComfyUI without a problem. So this AI framework is going to require about 6 gigabytes of RAM to run this. So it's pretty low, or I can say it's pretty convenient for everyone. Even 8 gigabytes of VRAM, a low-end GPU, is able to run this. So this is how we can operate that. Of course, we can change some other audios for a longer length. For example, I have this previous showing in the intro of this tutorial where I have some other Clean AI animated videos and put those characters into one combination of videos and then do lip syncing with my audio files where, again, you can use different input videos as your source videos for lip syncing. And here's another example, such as I can use Hunyuan videos from text to video generation, and then we create a character using the reference image, where I have the forms tool to generate similar combinations of the videos from this image style, where we use text to generate the videos. Here, the output of the generated videos from Hunyuan videos, we are going to bring it to the lip syncing group, where I have this workflow built previously, and I added this lip syncing group just to use it for the latent sync features. And then also you can, of course, upscale that before you process the lip syncing, or lip sync first and then upscale your videos. Either way, it works. And I put a group bypass in here. That's an easy shortcut for jumping into different groups in this workflow diagram. And just like that, click the arrow button. We can select the input videos for lip syncing. Then we can start generating our videos in Hunyuan videos using the woman standing in front of the TV show. It looks like she's talking, and here I got the result. Just bring up this lip syncing group here. It's easier to view all the results in here. So as you can see, very smooth. Although the Hunyuan videos, I'm using the GGUF quantization model and make the resolutions very small, very low res, but it's still able to show the woman's face, the face expressions, and also we're using the lip syncing, allowing us to see how the mouth moves while she's talking.
Tech's evolved. Dawn of a new age. Machines thinking deep.
The sync is able to synchronize all the timeline of the audio and mouth movement as well. This result looks pretty nice. And then the other one we have is the LTX videos. Again, I built this workflow previously. You can check on my older previous videos that talk about LTX videos, where I put a combination of text to image and image to video. In this one workflow, I did the sound effects for the background sound effects as well. And then I did the video extender to extend the 5-second length to 10 seconds, etc. And then also I added this new group for lip syncing. Of course, it's not going to always have the sound effects, and sometimes you have a character talking, then you can use this group for the character talking. Input your audio in here for the character, and you will be ready to go. Generate your AI character video with talking mouth movement and also synced with the audio itself. So here, let's try one example. I'm going to use the new version 9.1 of the LTX videos model, and then right here in the group bypass features, I disable the video extender or the add background sound effect, and we are going to use the text-to-video features in this demo just to try to animate how one character is going to talk in LTX videos. So this prompt I did is a news reporter, like an interview style of video, where we see the reporter having the interview scene. And then here's the result of the video. How is she animated while she's talking? Let's check out the result. It looks pretty nice. The lip syncing for this looks like an interview news reporting style of video, where we are able to create very smooth results in LTX videos as well.
I'm not saying I'm the best lip syncer in the world, but I'm definitely in the top one. Lip syncing is my cardio. Who needs the gym when you've got killer moves and a...
So, for some people who said that they cannot generate good videos in LTX, etc., I mean, you can try different settings. You know, workflow is all about settings. So try different variations, how you work it out with your animations and videos, as well as right now we have audios as well. To explore more potential using AI video animations for your video content, and let's try another workflow using the LTX video model, where we have video to video using Flow Edit, and I added LipSync. Again, this workflow was run before in my LTX video tutorial. You can check that out in previous videos about Flow Edit. So what I do is, have the source videos, and I have the groups for how these styles work using an image to text prompt, and then it will influence how the outlook of the video output and then the video output itself looks. I'm using the Latent Sync LipSync groups here, the same groups that I just applied in the other workflow, but all I did was just have a different input for the videos.
Let's see if I can keep up. I'm not just moving my lips. Lip syncing is like karaoke, but without the pressure of hitting the right notes. Let's see if I can keep up. I'm not just moving my lips.
And there you go. We have the video output like this. So, as you can see, the result is pretty nice. Again, this is LTX videos with Flow Edit, and using lip sync at the end of this workflow, where I animate the character using that for lip syncing. And because I'm able to, or I know what I'm doing with the input of the videos, I control how the movement of the AI character is and how the style of the character looks. So I'm able to use that to generate videos in one generation without just separating all the video output files and importing them into the lip syncing workflow, separating multiple things. So knowing your stuff before you run the AI is important. And of course, lastly, we have the good old MimicMotions for animating dance and animating short videos. And I did like a rap style video, the guy is rapping, and I did that as well. I applied this lip syncing using the workflow of MimicMotions, the very basic stuff here. And then I added the lip syncing audio for that. So yeah, basically this lip sync framework is able to be applied to other AI video workflows that I'm showing. I just want to show you guys how you can be flexible, not only apply it to one thing or stick to just one thing. There are, many flexible possibilities. You can try it out. You don't have to be stubborn and just stick to one kind of framework or one kind of lip syncing audio or video generation method. And this one so far looks pretty nice. I like the way the mouth is moving, and it enables us to use AI video generators or other AI models to generate the character movement. So I can have control of the body movement and then let this lip sync do the work with the mouth. So far, I like this, and I think I will keep this in my ComfyUI. So yep, that is it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. See ya.